Alvaro Fulgaris, first team All-League and Player of the Year in this league. Just a couple of the stars that will be on display as the semifinals begin. And away we go here in the Horizon League semis. And the Colonials will begin with the basketball. And there is Fulgaris. Inside to Amarion Dickerson and immediately fouled.
Right away, you can see RobertMorris going against this amoeba zone that Greg Campy has played for years. And RobertMorris is a very high assist team. They do a great job of cutting off the basketball. You see right away, so much attention goes to Fulgaris, and Dickerson just cut right to the rim. And this is where they have lived all season long. One of the better shooting free throw teams, make almost 16 free throws per game throughout the season, which is a ton.
McCabe picked up the foul, and now Amarion Dickerson misses the first free throw. The Colonials, after their win over Wright State on Thursday, 83-62, have just kept the good times rolling. They have not lost a game since February 2nd to get to this point.
They've won 13 out of their last 14 after starting 2-4 in the league, so just an incredible run. That foul trouble is going to be something to keep an eye on. Oakland really struggled with that the last time these two teams played in Pittsburgh. McCabe picking that one up quickly is something to keep an eye on.
First offensive possession now for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies, and McCabe going to work against Fulgaris. 5 to shoot, and Fulgaris the block. Back the other way quickly comes Cam Woods, who pops a 3 and misses there. And the rebound to Baru Navalorua for Oakland. Jason Woodrich the kick out. DQ Cole knocks down the 3, and the Grizzlies are on the board.
And that is what Oakland's going to have to do today. They have not shot the ball particularly well all season from behind the arc. But Grant Campy said if we come in and shoot the ball well, he loves his team chances in this game because he knows they're going to defend well.
Fulgaris the kick out. There's Josh Omajafo, the answer for the triple.
And again, getting the ball into the lane against the zone. Defense collapses, a great kick out. Omajafo knocking down the 3. RobertMorris wants this game to be in the 80s. They want to get up and down and score at a high clip.
Navalorua against Dickerson. Now 12 to shoot for the Golden Grizzlies. McCabe posting up against the Horizon League Player of the Year. They go back down to Alan McCabe, denied. And at the end of the shot clock, a foul is called against RobertMorris.
Good recognition there, end of the shot clock. DQ Cole didn't force it. A good block by Fulgaris, but McCabe just staying with it. Had a good chance to finish that one, but will go to the free throw line.
And Amarion Dickerson picks up the foul, his first personal, as McCabe just under 63% on the year at the free throw line and misses the first. There is Greg Campy. You know he is the longest tenured head coach in Division I, but he now holds the record for the most wins by a Horizon League coach at 135.
Just one of our favorite people that we get a chance to cover on an annual basis to talk to. So much fun just to sit down and talk to him. He's such an appreciation for the game. Just an unbelievable career. One of the most well-respected and most well-liked coaches in college basketball.
41 years at Oakland and 715 lifetime wins as Baru Navalorua picks up the foul. And Greg Campy in Oakland last year reaching the NCAA tournament by winning this tournament here in Indianapolis. And then leading the Golden Grizzlies to that famed win over Kentucky. And the rest of the nation reintroduced to one of the great people in college basketball. Down the lane, there's a block by Navalorua, and the kick out to Fulgaris. 5 to shoot. DJ Smith. Dickerson now 2 seconds to shoot, has to put it up at the buzzer and misses the 3. DQ Cole had space again, but doesn't take the 3 there. Jason Woodrich played 4 years at Cleveland State. Now 5 straight years he has reached the Horizon League semifinal as Navalorua the miss. DJ Smith lost it off his hands and out of bounds. Andy Toole, the head coach at RobertMorris, in his 15th season at RMU, 250 lifetime wins. And a great run in the Northeast Conference before Robert Morris joined the Horizon League in the 2020-2021 season, and now has led them to the regular season title after they went 15-5.
We're going to get a blocking foul here on Amarion Dickerson, and that's going to be his second. And Robert Morris is a team that only plays 7 guys. You see here, just that was a big point of emphasis this season. When you're the primary defender on the ball, it's very difficult to take a charge. You have to be clearly in front of the ball handler, and Dickerson just wasn't that time. But back to Andy Toole, he has done a remarkable job. We've obviously covered the Horizon League for a long time now, and they couldn't have picked a worse time. Now, granted, they didn't know there was going to be a worldwide pandemic happening when they decided to join, but the transition has been tough. But the job he's done this year, you see DQ Cole knock down his second three. Andy Toole is a remarkable turnaround from a year ago, only won 10 games, and to run through the Horizon League like they did this year, this is a team that is very dangerous and playing with a lot of confidence at the right time of the year.
Yeah, last year 10-22, 6-14 in Horizon League play. This year 15-5 and regular season champs. Isaiah Jones down the lane around Ishmael Pleff for the bucket.
And Oakland turning defense into offense. They're going to have to do that, get out, create some easy baskets. They've had some scoring droughts at times offensively this year, so any easy baskets on the break they will gladly take.
Now Alvaro Fulgaris knocks down the jumper from the right elbow.
And that's such a weapon. A lot of times when you're playing zone, the offense will flash a bigger guy into the middle, and you don't have to worry about him being a shooting threat. Fulgaris is very comfortable shooting that mid-range jump shot. You saw it right there, barely even touched the rim.
Alan McCabe muscles it in over Pleff. And Oakland quickly a 5-point lead over the top seed RMU here in semifinal number 1. Fulgaris is fouled right in front of the Oakland bench, and it brings us to a timeout on the floor. Fulgaris and RMU, the hottest team coming into the semis, but can they get by last year's Horizon League champs? ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream, America's leader for a close, comfortable shave.
Rain, make it rain, girl, make it.
Apartment 2B?
2B! She's definitely using that Grubhub deal from Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
Amazon Prime member, you can get $0 delivery fees on Grubhub. Eligible orders only. Terms and additional fees apply.
I can get the exact same brand of contacts from 1-800-CONTACTS that I can get from my eye doctor.
Right now, you can save 25% on your first order, plus fast free shipping right to your door.
The bold Louisiana flavor and crispy crunch of Popeye's signature chicken is the meal your craving deserves. And now you can get 3 pieces for just $5 and make it a meal for only $3 more.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Target made Up and Up for you, helping you save on hand soaps. With plant-derived ingredients and custom fragrances. With luscious foam to stir the senses. We made Up and Up for you, only at Target.
Drums keep pounding a rhythm to the brain. La-di-da-di-dee. La-di-da-di-da. And the beat goes on.
Sometimes the greatest rush
Beat goes on.
is not rushing at all in the all-new Nissan Murano.
The Players, PGA Tour Live and ESPN Plus Megawatt Trio.
Last year, the Oakland Golden Grizzlies captured the nation, knocking off Kentucky in a 14-3 upset, which saw the darling of the tournament, Jack Golke, knock down 10 threes to knock out John Calipari and the Wildcats. DQ Cole that 3 at the end, which effectively sealed the game, and Oakland the 80-72 win. The Golden Grizzlies then almost knocked off NC State, which ended up in the Final Four, but there were a lot of dominoes that fell after that game, including John Calipari ending up at Arkansas. It was a historic season, and for Greg Kampe and Oakland, They've been in the Horizon League now for 11 years, David, and it was so important to Coach Campy and for those fans to finally reach the mountaintop, and oh, did they ever.
And I'll never forget when we interviewed him after that championship last year, you could just see the emotion and how much it meant to him for that team to advance like that to the NCAA tournament. And we have told the story numerous times. He sat here in this very building right next to us where we are right now, and when we got off the air, he said, we're going to go knock somebody off next week. Little did he know it was going to be the University of Kentucky and basically end John Calipari's tenure in Lexington. But I think you and I were some of the very few people in the country that were surprised watching that game because we had a chance to witness it right here on this court for back-to-back nights.
Jack Golke was electric here in the Horizon League tournament a season ago. This year's Oakland team, certainly a different-looking group than they were last year. They play much more on the interior. Already seen Alan McCabe with 5 points, and now they go down low to Baru Naval-Larua. Had his pocket picked. Back the other way come the Colonials. Here's Prather around Naval-Larua for the bucket.
Yeah, good job there by Ryan Prather. Jump stopping. DQ Cole left his feet. But Oakland had done a good job before that last possession, taking care of the basketball. And Greg Campy said it yesterday. It may seem very simple, but in order to win games like this in these conference tournaments, you got to take care of the ball, you got to rebound, and knock down a couple shots from the perimeter. Very lucky there not to pick up their second turnover. That Robert Morris bench clearly disagreeing with that call.
Yeah, they thought that was off Naval-Larua, but they say it's off Platt.
And I don't believe Ishmael Platt touched that basketball. Grizzlies very fortunate to keep it, but only 9 on the shot clock here underneath their own basket.
So the Grizzlies have it. There's Malcolm Christie. He's one of their three-point shooters this year. Jalen Jones into the paint, end of the clock, draws the foul.
Oakland right away, you can see they're just putting pressure on the rim. DQ Cole has knocked down a couple of threes, but everybody else is just in pure attack mode, trying to get to the basket and get to the free throw line. Fulguera is picking up that foul, something to keep an eye on here. There's 14 minutes left in this first half.
For the 40th year, Champ Week continues on the networks of ESPN. Tonight with the West Coast Conference semifinals, Pepperdine and St. Mary's in the first game, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific on ESPN, with San Francisco and Gonzaga at 11:30 Eastern, 8:30 Pacific on ESPN2. That game late tonight, San Francisco-Gonzaga, that's going to be a fun one. San Francisco is very, very good in the West Coast Conference.
How about the job Randy Bennett did this year at St. Mary's? The WCC, usually on an annual basis, just dominated by Gonzaga, but St. Mary's this year is a real deal.
They've been great, there's no question. And now down the lane goes Josh Omajafo for the bucket. He's got 5 early points.
And the shot clock didn't start there after that ball was inbounded, so good job by the officials catching that. But Josh Omajafo, they got Oakland a little out of the zone, kind of had to go man-to-man a little bit. Alan McCabe, already with that one foul, had to retreat a little bit right there, which is smart. A lot of times you'll see guys, and I was guilty of this myself, you're so ingrained, can't let him score, can't let him score. Well, you can get a basket back, you can't get a foul back. So good job there by Alan McCabe, but just kind of letting that go by Omajafo.
Jalen Jones, who leads Oakland in assists off the bench. McCabe around Fulgueras, and Alan McCabe already 7 early points for the Golden Grizzlies.
And again, Greg Campy mentioned it yesterday, they got to get the ball inside every time down, and you can see why McCabe just going to work early on in the paint.
And now into the lane is Cam Woods, misses there, and it's out of bounds off the Colonials. It'll go back to the Golden Grizzlies.
And what makes Alan McCabe, Baru Naval-Larua so difficult to guard is they're great with their back to the basket, but they also can face up and go by you. So that time McCabe just facing up from 15 feet, just putting the ball on the floor. Nice finish with the reverse.
Cooper Craggs in off the bench, trying to hit Mashur, and now a foul is called. Craggs called for the foul on the screen.
Just didn't quite have his feet set there on the handoff, just moved a little bit. Try to get a better screen set. But Oakland, offensively, very impressive so far. We mentioned it earlier. have struggled at times, have had some droughts offensively. Certainly not the team they were a year ago, but so far in this game, played really well offensively.
Bulgaris step back three, cashes it in.
But how many times do you see a team run a pin in from the corner for their big guy stepping out, knocking it down? I mean, he caught that and turned around, got his feet set, got that off quickly. Jones
leaves it for Makeba. That time had it redirected. Loose on the deck, both teams going for it. Who's going to have it? RobertMorris basketball.
You can see what this game obviously means to these guys. You got three guys getting on the floor. That ball going off Cooper Craggs. It's going to stay, or excuse me, go back to the Colonials.
When you mentioned Oakland, a different team this year, they are a defensive-minded team. They were 9th in the Horizon League in scoring offense, 3rd in scoring defense. They're 8th in field goal percentage. But so far off to a good start. And they have a 4-point lead. Woods against Malcolm Christie, that redirected. And then Woods throws it over the backboard. Turnover to Oakland. Well, RobertMorris, the team that was #1 going into this tournament, but trailing early against Oakland in Indianapolis.
She's definitely taking advantage of the Grubhub deal from Amazon.
That's why I keep running into you.
Amazon Prime member? You can get $0 delivery fees on Grubhub. Eligible orders only. Terms and additional fees apply.
The bold Louisiana flavor and crispy crunch of Popeye's signature chicken is the meal your craving deserves. And now you can get 3 pieces for just $5 and make it a meal for only $3 more.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Target made up and up for you, helping you save on hand soaps. With plant-derived ingredients and custom fragrances. With luscious foam to stir the senses. We made up and up for you, only at Target.
You're about to be entrusted with top secret information.
Right now, you can get Disney Plus and Hulu for just $2.99 a month.
Just one of those days, I guess.
Your favorites from Disney Plus and Hulu, together on Disney Plus for just $2.99 a month.
This is serious!
Is something distracting you?
That is beautiful.
For a limited time, get Disney Plus and Hulu for just $2.99 a month for 4 months.
You should switch to 1-800-CONTACTS because
it's super easy, so cheap. I save shipping costs, I save doctor office visit fees.
1-800-CONTACTS always has my exact same.
RobertMorris won both meetings against Oakland this year, the last one on January 25th. Malcolm Christie knocking down the 3, but then with under 2 seconds to go, DQ Cole called for a foul. Cam Woods goes to the free throw line and hits just enough, and RobertMorris escapes with a 73-71 win. Now, Oakland had gone into that game having won 4 straight. RobertMorris has been the best team in the Horizon League ever since. 24-8 record, their most wins since 2011. They started 10-7, and since 14-1, it earned Andy Toole Horizon League Coach of the Year honors, and their first appearance in the Horizon League SemiFinal, having won 8 straight and 14 of 15.
And that was a wild basketball game. You and I were texting each other during the game while it was going on, and we just couldn't believe it. I mean, both teams made some incredible plays, and you never want to see a questionable foul call like there was at the end, but nonetheless, RobertMorris escaped with a victory. But it was a big-time basketball game, and Oakland has played these guys as well as anybody. I mean, that game could have gone either way. You see the talent level tonight, both these teams just high caliber, and another turnover there by Oakland. And RobertMorris is a team, they hang their hat on the offensive end of the court, but they're a pretty good defensive team. They will get out and pressure the ball. You see that time just forcing Neva LaRua into the turnover, throwing the ball out of bounds.
Isaiah Jones said that his arm was obstructed while he couldn't catch the pass, but our officiating crew disagreed. And a turnover to the Colonials. Woods finding Dickerson on the wing. He's going to take a 3 over Jones and splashes it through.
And for Jayla Jones right there, you just got to put a little bit more pressure on Dickerson, just too easy right there. You almost got to make him put the ball on the floor and try to beat you off the bounce. Just too comfortable getting into that shot.
6 straight points for the Colonials, now down 1. Here's Naval Larua, knocks down the jumper.
Great touch there. And Alan McCabe over there getting a quick breather, but I have a feeling he's going to be coming back in here pretty soon.
In that game, January 25th, Naval Larua had 23, and now DJ Smith finds the bottom of the net from deep.
Greg Campy giving a long stare down there to Jalen Jones, who just gave up back-to-back threes. Robert Morris is a team that they will shoot a lot of threes, very capable. And all of a sudden you see one go down, and all of a sudden that confidence goes up for everybody.
Dickerson, the big block. Out of bounds to Robert Morris.
Marion Dickerson just combing over from the weak side and timing that perfectly. Great block. Kept it in bounds too, didn't block it out of bounds, and the good hands there to knock it off Naval Larua. Robert Morris gaining some momentum here over these last couple of minutes.
They've hit 3 straight threes. Now find themselves tied at 19. Skip pass across the floor. DJ Smith rolls it back out to Woods. Gets into the paint and scores it. Got a nice little screen from Plett to score unobstructed around McCabe.
Well, that's what happens when you knock down a couple of threes. All of a sudden, the defense has to be more alert and have more urgency getting out there. So now all of a sudden you have more opportunity to put the ball on the floor and get to the rim.
Plett the near steal. Loose on the deck. Mashour's got it. Through the hands of Isaiah Jones and out of bounds. It'll be RMU basketball.
Great hand activity here by Robert Morris. Great hustle by Mashour getting on the floor. And right here, that play was right here in front of us. And at first, I thought Ishmael Plett last touched the ball, but based off of that replay, it looked like he didn't. So I think the officials got that call right.
Isaiah Jones deflects it into the backcourt. And now Fulgaris has got it on the wing against DQ Cole. Woods against Naval Larua. 10 to shoot for the Colonials. DJ Smith, end of the shot clock, knocks down the 3.
And that is really deflating. If you're Oakland, you played really good defense for about 25, 27 seconds. DJ Smith, all of a sudden, just catching fire.
And now McCabe underneath against Fulgaris. No, Peru is there for the tip back.
Again, Oakland continuing to pound the basketball inside. We just got to figure out a way to get some stops here. Got to find this guy with the ball, DJ Smith. Unconscious right out in his last couple of minutes from behind the arc.
Almost turned it over there. Colonials catching fire from distance. And now Smith again, the heat check 3 off target. Rebound Plett. And it's stolen right away by Isaiah Jones. DQ Cole up to Baru Naval Larua, and he's fouled. Brings us to a timeout on the floor with 7:57 to go here in this first half.
Colonials have caught fire, but Oakland trying to get back in it, pushing it on the break, get to the free throw line. We got a good one here in Indy.
She's definitely taking advantage of the Grubhub deal from Amazon.
That's why I keep running into you.
Amazon Prime member? You can get $0 delivery fees on Grubhub. Eligible orders only. Terms and additional fees apply.
I can order contacts in 5 minutes and get them the next day.
Ma'am.
Wow!
Right now, you can save 30% on your first order, plus fast free shipping right to your door.
The bold Louisiana flavor and crispy crunch of Popeye's signature chicken is the meal your craving deserves. And now you can get 3 pieces for just $5 and make it a meal for only $3 more.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
You can feel confident Continental is the smart choice in tires.
And to handle extremes?
Yep. Tested from the Texas desert to near the Arctic Circle.
Really?
Really.
Anything for the guy who finds that one pothole?
Yeah, road hazard coverage has your back.
For real?
Absolutely.
Were they made by like a bajillion engineers?
Well, closer to 100. Continental. Welcome to the Smart Choice in Tires.
You're about to be entrusted with top secret information.
Right now, you can get Disney Plus and Hulu for just $2.99 a month.
Just one of those days, I guess.
Your favorites from Disney Plus and Hulu together on Disney Plus for just $2.99 a month.
This is serious.
Is something distracting you?
That is beautiful.
For a limited time, get Disney Plus and Hulu for just $2.99 a month for 4 months.
March Madness! Bring out the stars! March Madness, tips March 19th on ESPN and ABC.
Well, the ACC tournament begins tomorrow on the ESPN family of networks, all the ACC network tomorrow, and then the second round Wednesday. How about your Louisville Cardinals in the quarterfinals on Tuesday? Pat Kelsey, Coach of the Year, has done an amazing job.
Absolutely. To go from where they have been the last 2 years to have the number 2 seed in the ACC is just an incredible job by Pat Kelsey. And that tournament, look, the ACC was down this year. There's no denying that, but it's still a good basketball league. Duke, #1 team in the country as of this afternoon. That tournament is always a lot of fun to watch, and Clemson is certainly a team to keep your eye on. Very physical, very good defensive team. Wouldn't rule them out to make another deep run this year in the tournament.
Maroon Abelarua at the free throw line here. As the Golden Grizzlies trail by 3, they were leading early, but Robert Morris showing why they were the #1 seed coming into this tournament, have been raining threes on the Oakland defense to take the lead. 2 misses and a rebound. Isaiah Jones, the putback no good, and it finally comes down in the arms of Omajafo. Cam Woods with a head of steam. Down low, Dickerson has it taken away by McCabe, but his feet were on the line. It goes right back to the Colonials.
The tough part about Robert Morris when you're coming up with a scouting report of how to defend them is they do everything pretty well. They can shoot from 3. They got a lot of guys that can shoot from 3. They're very good off the dribble. They are great at getting to the free throw line. Already 9 assists on 9 made field goals. So it tells you how good of a passing team they are as well.
TJ Smith misses there on a 3 of the long rebound to Isaiah Jones for Oakland. Oakland team very different than it was a year ago, but DQ Cole had some big moments in Indianapolis last year. Now McCabe down low. Getting around, Fulgaris, and scores off the window.
You know, I was curious to see coming into this game. Last time Robert Morris and Oakland played, Robert Morris showed several times that they would come with a double on McCabe. They have not so far in this game. McCabe's been very effective.
Omajafo fouled on the arm by McCabe, who picks up his second.
And that is going to be huge. Oakland is not much of a bench, especially in the front court. And you see McCabe did a good job initially going vertical, but at the end, anytime you bring those hands down and break the plane, the officials are going to call that. Just stay vertical. If he makes it, he makes it. But give Omajafo credit, attacking the rim. They know McCabe's got those, had that 1 foul, now he's got 2.
First free throw good. Josh Omajafo got 6 early points. Omajafo was Horizon League Player of the Week last week after he had 27 points on 10 of 12 from the field against IU Indy. Earned that honor. Omajafo hits both. 7 points here in the early going for the junior from Hamilton, Ontario, Josh Omajafo. Ten to shoot for Oakland. Cole trying to get down low for Abelarua. Good defense by the Colonials to force the turnover.
And already 6 turnovers in the first half here for Oakland, and they knew that was something they just could not afford to do. That one really not even forced that much by the defense, just a tough angle on the pass.
Oakland not a team that turns the ball over a ton. Averaging just under 12 a game. Now a turnover by the Colonials, and down the floor goes Jones for the bucket.
Great advance pass there by DQ Cole. Jones didn't even have to take a dribble, just caught it in stride and laid it in. Oakland, despite the three-point shooting, the hot three-point shooting by Robert Morris, still only down one.
Woods the kick out. Dickerson through the lane. No. Tipped around, out of bounds. It'll stay with Robert Morris. And you could see on that drive, McCabe being careful underneath with 2 fouls.
Has to be. And Greg Campy really almost has no choice but to leave him in. They don't have much depth at all in the front court. Just got to trust him, that kind of protect him with that zone a little bit. You just got to be smart there, because Robert Morris is going to put pressure on the rim.
Ryan Prather along the baseline. 5 to shoot for Robert Morris. Here's Plett trying to get through 3, and he does.
And you see again, McCabe was down there, but he just had to sidestep and get out of the way.
Ishmael Plett like a freight train through the lane. And now McCabe offensively against Plett. Right over him for the bucket.
And when he gets to that right hand, to that jump hook, he is almost unstoppable. Robert Morris has done a great job so far of taking away any threes. I know DQ Cole hit those early, but Jason Woodridge, Malcolm Christie have been very quiet. Almost like Robert Morris is daring Oakland to beat him by making a bunch of 2s.
Bumping a foul on DQ Cole. That is his first. We mentioned Alan McCabe right off the top, though. 2 fouls early, but 11 points as well. Also got a couple of rebounds, was named second team All-Horizon. And in Oakland's win, knocking off Milwaukee on the road last Thursday. McCabe, 21 points, 9 of 9 from the field, and 7 rebounds. So he can affect the game on both ends.
Is that a perfect game? Basketball's version of a perfect game?
I say so. You never miss. Cam Woods knocks down the free throws. Malcolm Christie, he's going to pop the 3 when he gets the ball, but this time guarded tightly. McCabe down low, right over Fulgaris again.
They're just going to continue to pound it inside until Robert Morris shows something different. Fulgaris there, just not strong enough. McCabe is so strong. If you're Fulgaris, you might even want to think about just, as soon as he dips that shoulder, just go down, see if you can get an offensive foul on him.
Majafo against Christie. 10 to shoot now, and Woods against Jones. Trying to get around him, floats it up there, no, rebounded McCabe. Jalen Jones racing down the floor, and he's fouled. And it brings us to a timeout on the floor with 3:58 to go here in the first half of play in a 1-point game.
Alan McCabe has been a one-man wrecking crew inside. Already 13 points, trying to keep the Grizzlies in it.
Ever wonder why Kit Kats are so delightfully crispy? There's your answer. 1, 2, 3. Tasty wafers covered in creamy milk chocolate. Isn't it nice wafers are having their moment? Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
And try Kit Kat Vanilla.
The bold Louisiana flavor and crispy crunch of Popeye's signature chicken is the meal your craving deserves. And now you can get 3 pieces for just $5 and make it a meal for only $3 more.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Rain, make it rain, girl, make it.
Apartment 2B?
2B. She's definitely using that Grubhub deal from Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
Amazon Prime member, you can get $0 delivery fees on Grubhub. Eligible orders only. Terms and additional fees apply.
Target made Up and Up for you, helping you save on hand soaps. With plant-derived ingredients and custom fragrances. With luscious foam to stir the senses. We made Up and Up for you, only at Target.
With Allegra, you can stop being sneezy without feeling sleepy.
Hello? I'm sleepy. Yeah, we know.
Allegra has 0% brain interference for fast, non-drowsy allergy relief, so you won't be sneezy or sleepy.
Do you know what I'm allergic to?
Maybe not even grumpy. Stop your sneeze and ditch your drowsiness with Allegra. It's a no-brainer. See Disney Snow White in theaters March 21st. Rated PG.
March Madness! Bring out the stars! March Madness tips March 19th on ESPN and ABC.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Principal. Let's build a retirement and benefits plan that works for your team.
Alan McCabe has been an unstoppable force in the paint. Oakland making it a priority to get him the ball every single time down the court. And with good reason and good results, he has been unstoppable inside. Has 2 fouls on the defensive end, which is something to keep an eye on, but he has gotten to his spot every time, able to finish. Big reason why Oakland is only down 1 here in this first half, despite the hot 3-point shooting from Robert Morris.
Alan McCabe, 6 of his last 8 from the field. And you can see the 13 points, a couple of fouls, and he will begin this last stretch of the first half on the bench. Greg Campy can get McCabe into the break with 2 fouls. You would think that's a real good thing for the Golden Grizzlies.
When I love that they took him out right here, now that they're going back on defense. Oakland has struggled from the free throw line already in this first half, just 3 of 7 now. But I love taking him out, get him a break, but most importantly, avoid picking up that 3rd foul. Still got that use it or lose it timeout left, so if need be, he can call a timeout, get him back in the game. But Oakland has been better these last couple of possessions defensively. More urgency getting out to shooters.
All knotted up at 30. Here's Plett off the window.
And it's amazing. Sometimes simple basketball is the best basketball. Just a 1-4 high look. Throw it to Plett. Just let him go one-on-one and finish.
And now a 3 from the corner. Good for Isaiah Jones.
And Jones shooting 31% on the season. So not a knockdown shooter. Certainly capable. But that only helps with the way Alan McCabe is playing inside. If they start making shots from the perimeter, Robert Morris is going to have some decisions to make defensively.
And now Fulgaris, the step-back jumper, rebounded by Cole. And LaRua on the block. DQ Cole against Plett. They go back to Baru. Trying to get it through 3 guys, and Fulgaris the block.
Yeah, Neva LaRue, he's got to kick it out right there. There were 3 guys and a couple guys open opposite for Oakland. Just got to read the defense a little bit better and see that the opposite wing was wide open.
Woods whips to the corner. And now Fulgaris trying to set things up. No look pass. Prather for 3. That's very long. DQ Cole comes away with it. Jalen Jones finding Neva LaRua. And a foul going to be called against Alvaro Fulgaris. He didn't like it. That's going to be the 2nd on the Horizon League Player of the Year.
And that Robert Morris bench didn't like it very much either. Yeah, there's contact there. Anytime the offensive player faces up, he's got to have a clear path. You can't bump him off of his path. So I know Robert Morris didn't like that call, but and Greg Campy arguing that should have been on the shot. I think when he sees the replay, he's going to realize that it wasn't. That was the right call. Should definitely the right call to have it underneath out of bounds.
Got to hurry it in. Baru runs out to grab it for Oakland. Dangerous pass and turns it over.
And dangerous would be putting it mildly, just left his feet and nobody to throw it to.
Now Woods down low. Chris Ford lost the handle out of bounds. Chris Ford, a senior from Charlotte. The Davidson transfer, though he's been at RMU for 3 years now. And he comes in with Fulgaris on the bench. Under 2 minutes to go, first half.
Oakland's certainly a different team with Alan McCabe sitting over there on the bench that don't really know who to turn to offensively.
Malcolm Christie fouled on a three. Oakland doesn't have a Jack Olke this year, but Malcolm Christie is a guy that will come out to the wing like that and put it up.
Looked like there was some contact there on that right hand. Not a ton, but the official saw enough. But you're right. Malcolm Christie is the quote-unquote replacement for Jack Olke. Has the ultimate green light.
Some of the association's top teams and players highlight our ESPN NBA Wednesday doubleheader. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the Western Conference leading Thunder, take on Jason Tatum and the Celtics, second in the East, 7:30 Eastern. Then Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets, second in the West, host Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves. NBA Countdown tips our coverage at 7 Eastern. That game that Jokic had last week, 31, 22, and 20, my eyes popped out of my head.
He basically had 2 triple-doubles in the same game. He's in a category by himself. He won't win the MVP this year. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander will, but Nikola Jokic is the best player in the world. I don't think there's any debate about it.
And now a miss by Woods. The tip back, and the Colonials keep it. RMU needs a bucket. Oakland on a 9-2 run. Under 90 seconds to go in the half. Rather down low. Ford kicks to the corner. 2 seconds to shoot. DJ Smith has to put it up. Misses there. Gosh, that barely got the rim. And now Oakland will bring it across. Cole through the lane. Good feed. Mabel LaRue with the slam.
That was an incredible pass by DQ Cole to Reed on that play. And the Grizzlies are rolling. DQ Cole had a lane, but great vision and perfect timing. Mabel LaRue with a great finish above the rim.
Back here at Corteva Coliseum in Indianapolis with David Padgett, I'm Jordan Burnfield. Horizon League SemiFinal number 1 of the evening. 6-seeded Oakland and Greg Campe ahead of the regular season champion RobertMorris Colonials. The Grizzlies dominated the early part of this first half. They've now made 6 of their last 7, and here they are up by 6. In the corner, here's Prather for 3, no. And the rebound to DQ Cole.
And they've gone on this run with Alan McCabe sitting on the bench. They've done it defensively. Robert Morris has gone cold, and now Oakland's going to use their use it or lose it timeout.
We'll take it with them.
Target made Good and Gather for you, helping you save on tasty berries frozen at peak ripeness, ready whenever you need them. Everyday favorites at unbeatable prices. We made Good and Gather for you, only at Target.
Ring, make it, ring, girl, make it.
Apartment 2B?
2B. She's definitely using that Grubhub deal from Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
Amazon Prime member, you can get $0 delivery fees on Grubhub. Eligible.
38-32, 37 seconds to go. Grizz is fired up as Oakland has looked good here in this first half. And these teams very different than they were a year ago. Robert Morris is almost entirely different with all the transfers they brought in. And certainly Oakland does not look the same as they did last year. Trey Townsend now at Arizona, Jack Olke playing in the G League. But There are certain guys on this Oakland team that have some experience in this building playing in Indy. I think we're seeing that make a difference here in the first half.
DQ Cole started on that team a year ago and played significant minutes, so he's no stranger to this environment. But it's just been incredible, this run they've made to take the lead with Alan McCabe sitting over there on the bench with those 2 fouls.
23 seconds remain here in the first half. Now 6 to shoot. Malcolm Christie out top. He could shoot it from there. He will. And misses that 3 out of bounds. And it turns over to Robert Morris.
I thought Greg Campy might put McCabe back in there. They had the ball. There's pretty much just one possession left, but elected not to. Just erring on the side of caution. But good job there by Robert Morris defensively, forcing a really difficult shot. They were well prepared to take Christie out of that play, coming out of that timeout.
Shot clock off now, 13.9 to go here in the first half. Smith across the timeline. 7 seconds to go in the half. Here's Fulgaris against DQ Cole. 2 seconds. And now a foul with 1 second to go in the half.
And that's going to be the 7th team foul on Oakland. So free throws here for Robert Morris with 1 second left.
And they give it to Nassim Mashour, his first personal. So 1-1, as you said, David, and Fulgaris will go to the line. Alvaro this season, nearly 78% at the stripe. So far in this first half, though, Fulgaris really hasn't gotten going. 6 points, couple of rebounds, 3 blocks.
And give Oakland's defense credit. After he hit that first 3, they said, we're going to make somebody else beat us. Horizon League Player of the Year. Just too good to let him get going.